Greetings, fellow seekers of the supernatural. I'll be your guide through the mysterious realm. In each episode, we'll unravel spine-tingling tales, explore haunted locations, and delve into the inexplicable. Brace yourselves for encounters with restless spirits, cryptids, and things that defy logic. So dim the lights, grab your sage, and join us as we peer into the darkness. Because the truth is stranger than fiction. Subscribe now and remember, the paranormal is among us.
Hey everybody, welcome to Paranormal Among Us. I am Paranormal Paul, and you know what? It's a beautiful day out here in St. Louis, and I just felt like sitting outside and wanted to do a quick live. Have a couple stories to share with you. I had these stories back when I first started the channel, but that was quite a while ago. See, I got 3 people on here already. That's awesome. Fisher of Spam, how you doing? Thanks for joining us today. Like I was saying, I have a couple stories that I had shared way back when I first started this channel. I've grown a lot since then. So I figured, why not share these again? They were pretty good stories. Truthwalker, how you doing? Krista, how you doing there? You'll be in and out at work. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Hey, Pam, how you doing? So I'm on my iPod here. I'm actually kind of testing this for when we go to Ashmore as well. So, see how this goes. So I have a couple of things I wanted to share. Speaking of Ashmore, there it is. We're going to be there May 18th and 19th. Ashmore, Illinois. Tickets are available through Eventbrite. I got my notes here. See. It's put on by After Dark Paranormal and Blondes and Booze. The screen is so small in this thing I could hardly see it, so I need to have my notes with me. $85 per ticket. The price is going to include a guest speaker for the day, pizza dinner, ghost hunt, which starts about 7 o'clock. Guests who are going to be there, you see it on your screen, it's going to be Robin Terry, owner of Ashmore, Letitia Nunley from Inhumanoids with Barton Nunley, Jessica Potter was going to be there, the Mermaid Medium, Rachel Marie, Divergent Dreams, Josh Hurd, the owner of Malvern Manor, Blondes and Booze will be there, Brenda, Krista and Brandy. Got them mixed up. If you combine their names, I guess that would make it Brenda. Krista and Brandy will be there, and I will be there as well. Hope that part doesn't discourage you from coming. But no, that's May 18th and 19th. Come on out. Ashmore Estates. Go to Eventbrite. It's under Blondes and Booze. Also, if you are looking for any kind of Paranormal Among Us merchandise, maybe a shirt, there's the back, there's the front, or we also have pillows, keychains. I was told she could make bottle openers, magnets, anything like that. Go on over to Purple Penguin Crafts and Creations, and they can do that for you and get that shipped out to you as well. Also, I have set up a Venmo account if anybody is interested in supporting the channel. If not, that's no big deal. Just watching is all the support that I need from you guys. But if you guys wanted to send a little something extra, that would be great too. Venmo, it's coming across on the ticker down on the bottom. Venmo.com /u/ @paranormal Paul, I believe, 72. There it is right there. So all that stuff's on the bottom of the screen. And also, if you have a story that you would like to share with everybody, go ahead and send it to me at Paranormal Among Us 72, and I can get that on the air or have you on as a guest. Also, she forgives me this one time. Facebook users here. Somebody on Facebook, great lineup. How you doing, Facebook user? Come on over to the YouTube channel. I can see who you are. I don't know who you are. If I put my phone on, it'll take my headphones off. So, you know what? Let's get that off the screen. So There we go, so you can see my ugly face. So anyway, I have a few stories that I want to share, but before I get to that, I want to remind you guys, next Saturday, this coming Saturday, Barb Hartman will be on from No Drama Bigfoot. So, great stories. She has Bigfoot encounters in her own backyard. That's crazy. That's crazy. So tune into that. Me and Crystal will be here on Saturday, and we'll be talking with Barb. It's going to be a lot of fun. So also, if anybody wants to jump in here, oh, it's Ernie. Hi, Ernie. Ernie Davio is on Facebook. So if anybody wants to join in here, go scroll on up to the top of the chat here. I have the StreamYard link. If anybody wants to come in, if they have a story that they want to share, feel free. If not, no big deal. I will actually also put it. I think I can do that. And it's not letting me copy right now. Copy and paste. Okay. Well, if it's on there, if you guys want to go grab it. Huh. It won't let me do that for some reason. Let me try it one more time. Copy. I know this isn't what you want to see, but hey. Okay, not letting me do it, so it's up on top of the comments. So if you want to go see it, go. If you want to come up there, go on up there and join me. All right, so I have two stories that I wanted to share with you. So this is going to be a real quick live. So anyway, first one comes to us from Anna. She writes, and I did a short on this one, but I just did a really quick abbreviated version of that story. But I wanted to share you the whole thing that she sent me. I was in high school from 1985 to 1989 in Massachusetts. I ran on the track team for 3 of my 4 years. When I was a senior, I had a friend on the team named Rachel, who was a sophomore, and her grandmother had recently passed away. She was very close with her and had a hard time dealing with her grandmother's passing. One day after track practice in the locker room, Rachel confided in me that her grandmother was at our practice. I was like most typical high school track that circles a field that is used for football, soccer, lacrosse, whatever. And there were bleachers on both sides of the field for spectators. When we practiced, we had the entire track to ourselves. No football, soccer, or lacrosse players on the field, and there were no spectators in the stands like a normal practice. If you looked over at the bleachers, they were completely empty that day. In the locker room, Rachel told me that during practice, she would look out at the bleachers and sometimes see her grandmother sitting there, watching her. I didn't doubt her when she told me this, but I was also a little skeptical. The next time we had practice, I looked at the bleachers several times and I never saw her grandmother there. There's a big street right over here, so pardon the noise. Trucks sometimes go by there, so pardon the noise. The next time we had practice, I looked at the bleachers several times and never saw her grandmother. But I assumed that I probably wouldn't. Her grandmother was only visible to Rachel. On the last day of practice during my senior year, it was raining outside pretty heavily. We had our last meet in 2 days, and we were getting in our last strenuous and very wet practice for the year. Rachel whispered to me that she had seen her grandmother sitting in the bleachers. I was the only one she had confided in about this, so she whispered it so no one else would hear it. I glanced over to see the bleachers, but I did not see her grandmother, which didn't surprise me because I hadn't seen her all season. However, instead of seeing her, I did see a spot on the very bottom bleacher that wasn't wet. It was exactly the size and shape of someone sitting on the bleacher. I asked Rachel where she was, where on the bleacher her grandmother was sitting, and she pointed to the bleachers on the left side of the track and said, right in the middle of the bottom bleacher. That was exactly where I had seen the dry spot. And when we went over to it, the spot was still dry. I never told Rachel that I saw where her grandmother was sitting. I just nodded and said something comforting. I don't remember exactly what I said. It was 34 years ago. Yeah, I can't remember what happened yesterday. I graduated, and Rachel had 2 more years of high school track. I never did ask her if she continued to see her grandmother, but I will never forget my sighting of that dry spot on a rainy day in the bleachers. That's a pretty awesome story. What do you think? I think that she probably saw her there. I mean, I would assume that would be only visible to Rachel. It's kind of cool seeing your grandmother at practice, and I believe that after they pass on, they're with us and they're watching us, um, protecting us from whatever. Um, so that was pretty cool. Thanks, Anna, for sending that. Um, that was a neat story. A couple. We haven't really had many personal stories here. I've had smelled my dad's cologne one time in our basement. I've said all this stuff on the show once before. My wife saw a hat man um, coming through on the steps one time. Uh, Nothing really bad happened. She's felt her father's presence here, so he passed away like less than a month before our wedding. So that's about all we have here. And Glenn Dennison's here. Hey, Glenn. Uh, Damn, yeah, that was a great story. I appreciated her sending this to us. And again, if anybody wants to come on here, the link's up on top of the chat. I can't, for some reason, I can't take or copy and paste it on here. It won't let me do that. Let's see if I do it here. Nope. Nope. Okay. All right. So here's the next story, and this is from my neighbor's son. He actually lives right over there. So my neighbor and was divorced from her husband, Ryan's father, and she remarried, and her and her husband are living over next door to us. But Ryan's dad passed away a few years ago, I think. Can't remember exactly when. And they were really close to each other, Ryan and his dad. He sent me this email. After my dad passed away about 7 years ago, I became more spiritual and religious and looked at things a whole lot differently. Well, I always have this kind of feeling in my gut when I know he's around, like most people do. That if you lost a loved one, you can kind of feel their presence. The first one, he has two stories here. The first one, I'm driving through the middle of nowhere in Illinois on my way back from Wisconsin. I associate the song See You Again by Wiz Khalifa with my dad. It came out by the time he had died, and we played it at his funeral. Well, the song came on, and I'm listening to it, cried, of course, and then changed the station to the same song on a different point in the song on a different station. So I listened to it again, cried, and changed to change the station, and I shit you not, it was playing the same song. So that's 3 different radio stations playing the same song. It's a rap song. That's probably why I don't know it. It's a rap song, but it was playing on a station that normally plays country music. So I turned on the radio and said out loud, "All right, I know you're here." Good truck drove by. I said, "All right, I know you're here. What do you have to say to me? What's going on?" And clear as day, I hear in my dad's voice, "Go have fun tonight. I'm going to take care of you." That's what his dad told him. I used to gamble a lot, and my dad hated it. I was planning on going to the casino when I got home with the girl I was dating at the time. I played 3-card poker, a game I hadn't ever played before, and I hit a royal flush. It paid out 1,000 to 1 on a $5 bet. That's a good change. Oh, thank you, Krista, for posting that there. And again, if anybody wants to come on, that's great. If not, that's fine too. This next story, also from Ryan, happened about 9 months ago. So the first story, he wins a bunch of money that his dad said he was going to take care of him. This next story happened about 9 months ago. And he writes, I was golfing one afternoon. Ryan was a big golfer. I was golfing one afternoon, and I constantly had a butterfly flying around my head and my cart as I was driving for 3 holes. And again, I had this gut feeling that my dad was around me that day. So again, I said, all right, what are you trying to tell me? And again, clear as day, as if he was standing right next to me. He says that she's pregnant. I said, no way. And again, he said, she's pregnant. So I go back and forth a couple times, and he keeps saying, she's pregnant. I didn't say anything to my wife at the time or to anyone else because most people look at you like you have three heads when they tell you the stories like this. 2 days after my golf outing, the dog jumps on the couch and nestles his head real gently into my wife's stomach. And she goes, easy there, weirdo. It's not like there's a baby in there. I said, well, let me tell you what happened to me the other day. He tells her the story. 8 days later, she takes the pregnancy test, and it comes back positive that she's pregnant. I'm happy to say that the baby was born fine. It's a beautiful little baby. I believe she's about a year old now. So that was a pretty cool story. So I mean, if you have any parents or anybody close to you that has died, they're with you. I'm sure they're with you. It's met you. My dogs are walking around out here. Like I said, beautiful day out here. Just wanted to come on here for a few minutes and chat. See if anybody wanted to come on, but it's fine. No big deal. Anyway, I wanted to share those stories with you. Hope everybody is having a good day. Oh, the eclipse. I forgot all about that. How can we forget about that? It's been a topic of stories for weeks now. People kept saying the end of the world is going to happen. What happened? Anybody see anything? Nothing happened here in St. Louis. I saw some videos on TikTok or Facebook that there was an alien or a UFO flying through clouds and stuff. But that's really all I've heard, or all I've seen. Really nothing much else going on. So, yeah, if anybody wants to come on, share a story. I know everybody's probably at work. It's 3:18 on a Tuesday, but my 2 days off are Tuesday and Wednesday, so I figured, hey, why not? Got the grass cut today. And looking out there, it looks like I might have missed a few spots. Oh well. Hey, if anybody wants to come over here and cut the grass for me, that'd be great too. But Glenn saw the total eclipse in your area. Glenn, where you at? Anybody else see get the totality that's out here? Here in St. Louis, they said it was like 99% covered. I tried to get pictures of it. I had took my glasses off and I put them over the lens on the camera, but I couldn't get a good picture. Somebody I work with got a really good picture, and unfortunately I don't have it on here. Glenn's in Toledo, Ohio. I'm going to be in Columbus, Ohio, and Cleveland in June. I can't remember exact dates, but I'll be out that way visiting family. My wife's got cousins out in Columbus, Ohio, and then we're going to go up to Cedar Point. My son really wants to go to Cedar Point to do the roller coasters and everything. He's a big roller coaster fan. So I hope everybody's doing good. Midweek. It's my weekend. You guys have like 5 days left if you're working Monday through Friday. So, but think of me when it's Friday and everybody else has weekend plans. I'll be sitting in an office during the weekend. So, Glenn said it was dark as night. Here it is for a few seconds, and that was it. Yeah, it doesn't last long. I mean, even with 99% covered here in St. Louis, it got dark. The street lights came on a few years ago. I think it was 2017. As a beast kind of flying right by me. 2017, we had the total eclipse here in St. Louis, and it got pretty dark, and birds, crickets were chirping and stuff, and almost like it was nighttime. Street lights came on. That was fun. So I don't know. Anybody know when the next eclipse is going to be? Yeah. There's a bee that's joining the show here. I don't think it's going to be for a while. They say it's once in a lifetime, but I've seen it twice. Okay. Okay. Get out. I'm not a big fan of bees. People started setting off fireworks. Somebody set off fireworks late last night around here. We heard it in our, in our backyard. There's a big hill up here. So a big flash of lights and a bunch of popping. I'm assuming it was fireworks. I doubt if it was gunshots, but you never know. So, all right, everybody, have a great day. Unless somebody wants to jump on here. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate you guys coming on. Truthwalker said 2044 is the next one. So 20 more years. I'll be 72. Huh, interesting. Hope I make it. So hey, let's make plans. Maybe if YouTube is still a thing in 2044, I'll do a live show, depending on where the totality is. I'm sure I'll be retired by then. My son's upstairs playing the trumpet. So hey, look. Here's Bailey. Bailey, say hi. Look right here. Look right here. No, right here. You're on TV, goofball. You're on TV, goofball. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate everybody coming on. Truthwalker, Glenn Dannison, Krista. Got it right this time, Krista. Fisher of Spam, Pam, Ernie. Thanks for joining us. Who else was on here? I think that's it. Yep. Hope everybody's doing good. She is a sweet puppy. She's a little over a year old. She's a cute little girl. So, and anybody watching on the replay, if you have any stories that you would like to share, please send them. Ghost, Bigfoot, Dogman, UFO, whatever. Come on in. Send it to me, paranormalamongus72@gmail.com. So everybody, have a great day. Thanks for watching. And I will see you Saturday. Remember, Saturday, 8 p.m. Central. Barb Hartman will be on here with me and Krista. So hope everybody has a great day and a great rest of the week. I will talk to you all later. Thanks for joining us. See you soon.